Our kids are special, but how many times do we see how their friends act and think, uh-oh? Well, hopefully it's that way around and not their parents seeing our kids and thinking that. Even more to the point, how many of us have had those moments when we recognize our actions or sayings in the kids, or our parents come to us and say, oh, you used to do the exact same thing when you were their age. But as the saying goes, monkey see, monkey do. Now, many parents understandably think and focus on what happens at church, school, sports teams, and their friends' places. But are these things the biggest shapers in our kids' lives? Well, this is actually an easy answer. No. The big and important parts of our kids' formation, but all the studies point to the biggest influence in our kids' values and attitudes as being us. No, not the kids minister or the friends they see at school, but you, their parents. Now, we as parents have the honour and in many ways burden to shape our kids' behaviour and faith. What do you mean by burden? Kids are a joy to be around. Yeah, they are, but our families see us at our best and our worst. The things we do when we're tired and the kids are being loud, or when we're in the car and someone cuts us off. These are the kinds of things that our kids see. How many times have we heard the kids repeat the comments we've said in traffic, or when we've had a discussion with another parent or an adult, and the kids use the same words? They're always watching. And do as I say and not as I do cuts it about as much as kids should be seen and not heard. Good luck with that one. But let's focus more on the opportunities for us to shine our faith to our kids. Now, how on earth do you shine our faith? Well, it's actually quite simple and more healthy than brushing your teeth. See, it's probably of no surprise that our kids love spending time with us. That is after they realise they can't go on Roblox for the whole day or the very first thing in the morning. The simple act of putting your phone down and talking to them or sitting next to them is wonderful and they love it. But if we want them to grow in their own faith, what are we doing to shape that? Sure, we can get them a Bible and say, here, read this. But what about reading a passage or a story at the dinner table before they go to bed? Another powerful thing that holds more power for our kids' faith than we may realise is when they see us reading the Bible or praying. All of a sudden, we can counter the whoopsies that can happen in the car into them seeing us engage in the living God. And that's what's super important. They see you living your faith and being real with God. That's one of the ways we can shine our faith with our kids and to them. Let them hear you talk about the sermon at church in the car. Talk about what God's saying to you at the moment around the dinner table. Let them see your faith in action. There's an old song by the Newsboys, and it's my prayer for your kids and for you. And it goes, shine, let it shine before all men. Let them see good works in them. Let them glorify the Lord. I promise I won't bust out the bass riff, but it's gold. Get into it. This is Donald with Faith Hacks.